The Southwest Doctrine and Devotion Conference is going down Saturday, March 21st at 10 a.m. in Burleson, Texas at Graceview Baptist Church. We're back on the theme, Contending for the Gospel, Protecting Orthodoxy and Promoting Unity. Stay tuned for more details. Welcome to Doctrine and Devotion, a podcast exploring Christian faith and practice from a Reformed Baptist perspective. My name is Joe Thorn. I'm the lead pastor of Redeemer Fellowship in St. Charles, Illinois.
And I'm Jimmy Fowler, executive pastor at Redeemer Fellowship.
How's the week been going?
You know, it's a week.
Yeah,
it's one of the 52 in the year.
It is. Mm-hmm. It is. And is this a leap year? I think it is. I think it's a
you know what?
year.
I feel like it is because someone's getting married this year.
Yeah, leap year 2020.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't really,
apparently that means a lot to you.
Leap year 2020 began January 1st, and you know what it ends?
December 31st.
Yes, so, yeah, cool, man. So, the next one will be, what is it? It's going to be like 2024.
Oh, all right. Okay.
See, I know my stuff.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you for knowing
all my
useless information.
Mm-hmm. So it's been a good week, though. I mean, you've been busy.
Busy week. Yeah. Trying to get back in the grind, get back to the everything. Had to grab some tickets. I got to go to the UK end of this month.
Where are you going in the UK?
Leeds. So north of London.
Yeah.
London,
so when you say England,
it's UK, England.
Yeah. The UK is more than just England, so why?
Yeah, I know, but I'm just used to saying I'm going to the UK.
All right, whatever. Yeah. Well, listen, what I wanted to talk to you about today.
Well, hold on. Why don't we talk about your new whip?
Oh, jeez. Well, first of all, you put up that picture of me. The rare occasion that I wear a red shirt, I'm wearing a red T-shirt.
First of all, once you got that shirt, every time I see you.
No, it's not.
I
wear it like once every other week.
Every time.
Stop it.
Minus Sundays. You don't wear it on Sunday.
No. Jen bought me a red T-shirt.
Mm-hmm. And so now he loves it because it says throat punch.
Yeah. Okay. But then you got me coming out of the loaner car that was also red. And,
you're red.
And you posted it like that was my new thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I couldn't fit your Bugatti.
Yeah. No. Yeah. People knows I ain't driving the Bugatti. No, I got a used Hyundai Elantra. So there you go.
That didn't look used. I looked at the sticker.
Yeah, no, there is no sticker on it, and it is used. There's two dents right by the back door, just like my last car.
No, so you just hit the thing already.
I was very angry.
You just finally got it, and then you went and got it dented.
Yep. So, yeah, all right, but listen, nobody cares about my car.
Oh, no, we all care about your car.
They all liked my hoopty that I was driving. Now I'm just driving like a regular car.
So what happened? I mean, you had so great hope for that car. You talked about it as if it was the next Kanye. The great hope of
never did.
Yes, you did. It was the great hope of the Thorn family. Look at this great car I bought. Such a
never
good
said
deal.
That. Nope. And don't sound like a carnival barker from the 1920s either. So, that's not true. So, no, we used to have, nobody cares, man. Nobody wants to hear us talk car talk. What are we doing? You don't even know anything about cars. You know less about cars than I do. That's not
true.
Much.
This is true. I definitely don't.
You know as much about cars as I do about sports. That's what you know.
I feel like you know more sports than I know cars.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, that's pretty true. I know I press the thing, right? Like your foot goes down, and then it goes.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You're like a 15-year-old.
No. I know I put my foot on the other one, and it stops.
Yeah, same foot though, right?
No, left foot. What are we talking about today?
All right. Well, I thought we would take the opportunity because I know in my CG, my community group, a lot of us talked like this. And so I thought it'd be good for you and I to talk a little bit about 2019 and 2020. Like what was the hardest part of 2019 and what are we looking forward to this year personally on a very personal level? Just a conversation because a lot of that stuff kind of comes up for us, but we haven't actually had a chance to sit down since you finally come back from your European tour.
I'll be heading back.
Talk through before you're going. I know.
I'm going to go to a Leeds United match. Continue. Oh yeah, you don't know sports. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
I know that's rugby,
football.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Continue.
Okay. So I wanted to know what you would say as you look back on 2019, what was the hardest part? What made, even if 2019 was a smooth year, whether it was smooth or rough, what was hardest about 2019 for you?
I think time management, just in general, was pretty difficult. The kids started going to a new school, and so that kind of threw quite a bit for us. And so trying to prioritize and make sure I was...
That's an extra, hour and a half commute when you add both together? It's about 45 minutes away?
About 30. I'd say 30. 30 in the morning, 30 in the night. Yeah.
I'm going to Google that.
You can go and Google. Why?
Hey, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're just so... Okay, this is how Joe is. That's why Throat Punch works for you, because you're always trying to be aggressive, looking for a fight.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. So anyways, but
and that's just one little thing. So like that, and what else? What else was contributing to the...
I mean, things have been growing at work. Mm-hmm. So that's been taking up quite a bit of my time. But then also just making sure, I think just, like I said, just prioritize. The hardest part has been prioritizing, time with the family as far as when we talk about worship and devotions, right? Mm-hmm. So that's been that was the hardest part about 2019, making sure to carve out those times, because it's, unfortunately, when things start to get rough, then you let these things kind of go to the wayside, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and obviously, like, we had a lot of new or different, at least, ministry challenges that we faced in 2019. So that impacted
that one. Yeah.
With time.
Yeah.
So we had that. And so where did you said you felt the strain in your devotional life. Did you feel it like at family life? Did they feel any of that as well?
No, we felt it in our family devotions.
Okay. That's pretty good though. And then you were able to still protect some time with an appropriate amount of time with the family.
Yeah. No, that's why I have to do European tours. Got to save my marriage, keep my marriage strong.
Oh, you take her with.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I thought I had dibs on the next one. All right, whatever. That's fine.
Well, no, she's not coming with me to Leeds.
Okay, well, then I'm going with you then.
No, I got meetings.
I'm your ride or die, man. Let's go.
Okay. Well, Leeds United.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, it is a... What team?
It is a football team.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
You just told me.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you did. Tell me.
I completely forgot about that. So how about you, Joe? What was the hardest part of 2019?
Probably just 2019. Yeah, probably the hardest part. The
whole year.
Thing. Though I was actually telling my small group that maybe in more colorful language, 2019 was hard. It was difficult. Yeah. And it wasn't all bad, of course. And God is good, and He, had that path laid out for us, but. It was hard, and it wasn't just because there were deaths or things. That was just a part of it. Just overall, there was a lot of additional stress and challenges that Jen felt, that I felt, that caused us some degree of weariness, I would say. So yeah, 2019 overall was difficult. And I guess I would put it in terms of there was less joy.
Okay.
Than I expect.
Yeah. Now, was that in direct correlation to less foe? When there's less foe, there's less joy?
Yeah. So you traveling that much is definitely.
I just want to make sure that we're still on the same page here.
Yeah, Jen wants you around more for me.
Is that what it is? You're a pill when I'm not around.
I need.
Which is funny because I think the same thing when she's not. When she's not around, I'm like, oh, Joe's a bear.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What? Yeah,
so there was that. So yeah, it was just. I don't know. I haven't yet put my because there's not like one thing. Right, that I can go.
No, 2019 was just ministry wise, as you mentioned, was difficult.
Life,
and
personal
life,
some health stuff. Yeah, it's just there's like things. I think I felt weary and less joy. I know Jen felt that way as well, and so really kind of looking forward to what's next. Not that God operates on our calendar.
Yeah.
But
you better hope not, because the 2017 sees your calendar.
I'm still waiting.
Still rocking on. Are you waiting to seize 2017?
Well, won't it come back around after a while? Isn't it like a clock? Is that how the calendar works?
That's exactly how
I don't know
it works.
how the calendar works.
You're never going to take that down, are you? At
Well,
this
not now.
point, it's
Now
hilarious.
it's kind of it's kind of serves a purpose.
It serves a purpose for the podcast. So how did you find that kind of lack of joy affecting family? Like you said, maybe Jen maybe felt that way as well. But what about with the kids? And
I think our kids. I think like most kids are really robust. They're tough. And so I think they felt it in that I wasn't as home as much, taking care of things or working on things and if I was home, I was extra tired.
Yeah.
So I think they noticed that. We still have great conversations and we talk and we laugh but yeah, I think they probably felt that. I think the bulk of it was just Jen and I being so tired, and is probably where it came out. And so it's been interesting, past as we're kind of getting through last year. Again, not that everything operates on the calendar, but it just so happens that a lot of those things have come to a conclusion, or they're about to, and there are some new things that are happening. And so we're, I think I always try to be optimistic about what God's going to do this next year, but I'm already beginning to feel it, see it, that some good things are happening. So.
Yeah, and I think that's, that kind of leads into, like you said, just the natural calendar rhythm. A lot of people would talk about what are their goals for this year,
right?
Or what's their word for the year. I've been hearing that lately. What's their word?
Oh yeah, our ministry assistant.
She was talking about that.
Yeah, she has a word every day.
No, a month.
No, every day.
No, for the month.
Word of the day.
She's got the word of the month.
Like Pee-wee's Playhouse. She has the word of the day. Secret word. Every time somebody says it, she goes, ah! She got to scream. Mecca lecca hi.
So I think whether someone has goals or whether they've got a word of the day a word of the month or for the year, there's definitely areas I think we all think through we'd like to change. Right. So for you, Joe, what do you look at when you look at 2020? What are the things you want to see changed in your life?
The word health, honestly, and strength. Those are the words that come to mind.
Well, I was telling you earlier, you've been looking good.
Yeah.
You're looking good.
So that
keep going.
I want there to be more health and more strength in my life overall, and that means physically I want to be healthier, especially as I get older and doughier, less muscle mass and all that. My wife works out, and I came downstairs because she has to sleep downstairs right now because she has to sleep propped up against the pull-out couch because she has had that surgery. She can't sleep in her normal position. So I came downstairs 5:30 a.m. this morning. She's already gone at the gym.
With her arm all in a sling.
Well, no, it's not in a sling anymore. But
okay.
But she doesn't have full range of motion. But so she's on it. She's doing great, and that's very motivational for me. But I want to be healthy and strong physically, healthy and strong spiritually, and not that I wasn't spiritually active.
No, of course.
In 2019, but I can see a lot of areas where I want that to improve, and then in my family, I want our family to be strong and healthy as well. And we're looking at some ways in which we can do better. You mentioned family devotions.
Yeah.
We're thinking along those lines as well, but more specifically about how to talk to our kids about the trends and the ideologies and the influences that come from the world that they are, grappling with. And they're all good kids. They're
but as they're getting older, they're facing different circumstances, different trials.
Yep.
And you want to address those, I think,
individually. Before they come, as they're coming.
Yeah.
And Jen was like, we got to talk about this and, address some of these issues because it's everywhere. It's in every show. It's in every commercial.
Yeah.
So, I think that's, in general, I want to be stronger and healthier spiritually, less complaining, more joy, to be more specific, definitely more joy. And I think that's probably the general. And I've got plans for that, books and all that stuff. But that's where I'm at. What about you? When you look at yourself, not your family, because I know you've got a list of ways for that you want them to change as well.
I've already given it to them.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of waiting for these results. And you know what? They are falling behind.
It's only 8 days in as we're recording.
But you know what though? They're still behind where they should be 8 days in.
That's
right?
that. That's that executive level.
I don't know how they're going to catch up. You know, they're losing time every day. Yeah, I mean, I think for me personally, I want to change in. I think in the ways that you're talking about, just health is always there, and actually doing something about that. That's definitely one. I feel emotionally, I'm pretty healthy, right? I do want to grow. I do want to grow more spiritually in health there, because it's definitely as I mentioned, kind of on that front end. Those are the things that kind of get pushed aside or skimmed over, I guess. Like you just kind of go through the motions. I've read, I've done this, and not actually sat and take the time to kind of work through it. I don't want to say properly because, but for me,
it's easy. You're a pastor, and so you have we have responsibilities where we have to read. Like we can't get away with not reading the Bible. There is no opportunity for us to not read it, but we can read it in sort of a mechanical way instead of, oh, wow, this is an opportunity for me to be communing with God. I'm not just preparing a talk. First, I'm like hearing God, reading his word, applying it to my heart, responding to it. So, I know what you're saying.
So the things I definitely do also want to change, and maybe this, I want to change, individual relationships, right? And I'm talking specifically with my kids. I'm great with them all together. We do things all together, which is great. But I want to be able to carve out those individual times with each one, because they see me prioritize it with Michelle, as it should be. I'm not gonna, would never apologize for that. But I also want to have that time with them. Uh-oh, you have a smile on your face like I did something wrong.
No, you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh.
I mean, not to me. I just,
To who? Who'd I do wrong?
I don't know. It's a great idea for you to be spending time alone with any of your children, because sometimes things can go wrong. I'm just thinking,
Bro.
What? I'm just saying, like, maybe training wheels. I'm just saying, like, start small. Start small.
Bro, you're going there.
I'm just saying, like, if you're going to spend time alone with your kids, don't take them to some dangerous place, just you and them. It's just probably not safe.
Why?
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? Bro, how dare you?
I had to let the time pass before I could bring it up.
You. I am dumbfounded that... I'm glad you're finally having joy, and you found joy at my day of misery.
In the worst day of Jimmy's, I think the worst day of your life. Genuinely.
Yes, and you know how I was that day, and here you are.
It was, listen, everybody listen. Jimmy was messed up when he contacted me.
I can't believe
he just said, I need you to pray for me. This just happened, and I'm so shell-shocked. I don't remember if you said this exactly, but it was like, I just need to go away into my hotel room and be alone for hours and just like shake.
After it was resolved.
This was after it was over.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks.
So what happened, Jimmy? Want to tell everybody a story?
I hate you.
It's real life. Hey, listen.
I hate you.
It's only up from there.
So I want my son Elias to have a better experience. Our one-on-one times that he had up on Mount Washington.
How old is Elias?
7.
Mm-hmm. He's 7 years old. And you took him on top of a mountain?
Well, we were on top of a mountain, Mount Washington, and he was snowboarding.
That's nice. That's fun.
Yeah. You might have got away from me.
Well, he just kind of like fell down and rolled down the mountain a little bit or something?
No. Like I turned my back and he was gone.
But not like really gone. Like he's probably just over there somewhere.
No, I would say it was a good, hour and a half.
You lost your 7-year-old son on a mountain. You lost him.
Anyways, thank you, Joe. Thankfully, my kid is smart.
You had to tell him what your kid did. It was so great.
So I guess my kid's walking around, got up at the lodge, or gets to the lodge after he went down the runs a few times on his own.
Oh my gosh.
And saw some like other teenager on his phone and said, "Hey, can I borrow your phone?" And called me.
That is so
He called my cell. So that poor teen did a long distance phone call from Canada to the U.S. But anyway, so he called me, told me where he was. I said, "Okay, I'll be right there."
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks, Joe.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
So more time alone with your kids is what you want to do. Okay. God,
Well, quality time.
Quality time.
Quality time.
You're not supposed to leave them alone, Jimmy. You're supposed to be with them alone. That's
thanks.
different. Okay.
I actually thought that would never come up with the podcast.
Oh, no. You thought wrong, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I hate you.
That's okay. So what about, though, like when you look back at 2019, do you see things where you're like, I saw God there?
Yeah.
Like I felt God there, I experienced God there. God was doing something, and it was something that gave you a lot of joy and maybe encouraged you, and something you want to see Him do more of. Like, what was a way in which you saw God at work?
I mean, I think one way I did see God at work was, despite the lack of family discipleship or the lack of family worship, right? I still saw God doing great things in my kids, right? Them asking questions, them even singing, songs that they're, we sing here, reading their Bibles. And so, yeah, I mean, I definitely saw I saw something in them, or I saw God doing something in them, which was incredibly encouraging. But I also would say, I mean, that's one.
That's right.
I think a big one was, I know some people listen to this podcast from Canada. I will say that the last time I went up was probably the best time I've ever had.
So this is just recently?
In Canada, with family. It actually felt like family, felt like my family, just because of how everything started on the front end.
You mean the front end of your marriage?
Front end of my relationship with
them. I got it.
With them, yeah.
Got it. So in other words, relationally it was a little tough, or it was tough.
For the last 10, 12 years, yeah.
And this was good. It felt like family.
Yeah, it felt like family. I felt like, this is my family.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So that's really good, yeah. So I'm glad I'm sharing everything, Joe, and here you are just losing weight, having a new car.
Yeah. Well, it's got a couple dents in it.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's see. Ways in which I saw God at work. Well, because we're so invested in the local church, I've seen God do a lot here, of course. We see that up close. But honestly, the main thing that comes to mind that was very evident throughout 2020, because it was such a difficult year, is I saw God sustain us, sustain me, so that I didn't lose hope or despair or give up. And He led me to trust in Him. Like it was like more. So that's so. From my perspective, that's so obviously not naturally in me, because I tend to withdraw when things get difficult, and I'm just going to deal with it myself. And God showed His sustaining purposes, His preserving grace in our lives, and I'm so grateful for that. And He led me to, I think I can say, He led me to begin to trust Him more deeply, even in the midst of all of that. So that was comforting. That was definitely encouraging. And I guess also to see Him use us in spite of our weaknesses. Yeah. When, we gotta, and I'm speaking about Jen as well when I say we, Jen and I, when she has to do something,
royal we.
It's like, oftentimes in life and in ministry, you don't feel adequate. You can see that you have deficiencies, and yet it's obvious that God is calling you into a situation or into a moment of service, and then He equips you to do it, and He empowers you. So I've seen Him do that again and again, and so that was really encouraging. I liked that quite a bit. So Jimmy, 2020's here.
Yep, it's upon us
now. We've got lots of books we want to read.
Oh, okay? Yeah.
And I got a stack over there on my desk
that
I
see it.
Slated for the year. And then Lexham Press sent us a bunch of books. And so we, sometimes we get books that we can choose from or whatever. What's the book you're most excited about reading first, right off the bat at the beginning of the year? What are you looking for? What are you doing?
No, I'm looking for the book. I thought maybe you tried taking it from me.
It's in your hand.
You know what? I know it's there. What
are you looking for?
I found it. It's right here in my hand.
It's been in your hand the whole time.
Gosh. Anyways, yeah, Joe, I don't know why you didn't get one of these, but this one is one that I'm really, really excited for. And I think you would be too if you cared.
Yeah. You listen. They were stacking. You're like, can I have that one? And I'm like,
well, I let you have all the rest of them. I said you can
they're
have
all good, but that's the one I really
I was like,
wanted.
you can have all the rest. I want this one. Piercing Heaven: Prayers of the Puritan. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. These
there a
rich
blurb?
expressions. Oh, here, I'll read it. Yep. For the Puritans, prayer was neither casual nor dull. Their prayers were passionate affairs, from earnestly pleading for mercy to joyful praise. These rich expressions of deep Christian faith are shining examples of holy living. So I'm really
let me see the blurb.
It's one thing. What?
Man. All right, I'm gonna have to have Deb order.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'm looking forward to this. This is
now, how's it broken down? Because I didn't even get to crack it open. Is it just like one prayer per page or two pages?
No. It looks like it's one prayer per 2 to 3 pages.
Okay, cool. So you could kind of use it in a devotional sense and use it throughout the year. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it must be nice.
It is. It really, really is.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I've got 2 books that I'm reading right now. One that I'm reading slow, and then one that I'm reading this week. The one that I'm reading slow is Dane Ortlund's Gentle and Lowly. I've already put some stuff on Instagram about this. It's coming out soon, and it's the heart of Christ for sinners and sufferers. So really what it is, it's Dane going into that one time when Jesus, the way Dane puts it is where Jesus opens up his chest and shows us his heart and says, this is what I am really like, right? When Jesus says, I am gentle and lowly in heart. So it's all about this aspect of Christ. And so I'm only like 1 chapter into it. I'm just going slow, but it's really beautiful and it's warming my heart. I'm loving that. And then what I started reading this week, I know I'm late to this, but it's James Dolezal's All That Is in God. It's just, it's a contemporary but classical treatment of theism, of the nature of God, and dealing with simplicity and aseity and things like that. So really, really good. I would highly recommend that as well. But those are the first 2 that I'm jumping on, and then I've got a bunch of others. I'm looking at reading Atomic Habits. Oh, so secular book. Just in case anybody's wondering, you would like Atomic Habits.
I'm sure I live it.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't know.
I haven't read it.
I don't know. So, Jimmy, listen, before we go, we should give people the details for our conference that's going down in the
March
Southwest.
21st over in Burleson, Texas.
Where's Burleson, Texas? What's that near?
Dallas-Fort Worth area. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, it's going to be great. The Southwest Conference on Contending for the Gospel is going down. How to not be a jerk for Jesus.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't be a jerk for Jesus. Yeah. Just listen. Tickets are $40. So when you purchase them in advance, so it's not an expensive thing. It's going to be a really good time. It's going to be great fellowship.
Yep. Space is limited, not just at the conference, but space is going to be limited for the hangout.
Yeah, a bunch of you are already registering, so you might want to get in on this. You can go to doctrineanddevotion.com. You can find the banner right there on our main page. Click on that and go through. It's being sponsored by our friends at Logos Bible Software.
Love the Logos. Love the Logos.
So, this is going to be a good time. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, then you have no excuse. You should be going to this thing before the spaces fill up. But even if you're just like in the Southwest in general,
make the drive.
Come on, drive
make
it out.
The drive.
Make it happen. Besides, we can hear more of Jimmy's stories about his trip to Canada. It's gonna be really good.
Why you
I'm just saying you've probably got more stories.
No, I don't have more stories.
Really?
No.
Okay. There's that one story to rule them all.
That one story to rule them all. Gosh, I hate you.
So Jimmy, how can people interact with us online to talk about their hope for 2020?
Yeah, you can follow us online on Instagram and Twitter at Doc and Devo, or on Facebook /Doctrine and Devotion. You can head to the website doctrinedevotion.com. Are we bothering you? You got to sit here and drink your soda?
I'm thirsty. Some of us have been working today, Jimmy.
What? Fresh pod every Monday and Thursday, blog post on Wednesdays. Later.